Hot outside, sometimes we just got to do something inside. What I did is I found me a old door. I think it was a swing door. See how it is on the right here, how it does like that, and it's got hinges at that side, and it's not as big as a regular door. It's just kind of like this. So I washed it good, turned it on its side, and I am going to paint jars of flowers. And here are the jars that I picked out. I picked out this one that I have, the old jars, and RC Cola thing. I like it. This is a vinegar jar. Y'all remember that White House vinegar? And here's an old blue jar before it has screw-on tops. And it says small size. And down here, let's see what it says. We can read it. So M-E-L-L-I, let me start over. M-E-L-L-I-N-S, melons, melons what? What does that say, y'all? Got some numbers on it. Food, F-O-O-D, melons food. Wonder what that is. Y'all help me look that up. Boston, USA. I'm gonna do that bottle. And this is the old, I've shown this to you before. It's the old Kool-Aid bottle. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And you can see that what I've done here first, let me move this out of the way. I didn't have enough paint last night. I had to go buy some. I'm using acrylic paint. Here's the vinegar bottle. I've got it started. This is going to be wisteria when I finish. And here, this bottle is this one right here, see? And I put roses in it. Here is the RC Cola bottle that I hadn't even started, hardly, just outlined it. Here is a big bottle of daylilies. Where is that bottle? I must have put it back up. No, I tell you what this is. That's my ball. That's my ball jar. Here's the Kool-Aid. Here's just a regular one of those little pints with the handle. And this one right here is that purple jar. Let me show it to you. This is this one. See? This one right here. I love that bottle because it's got an odd shape. It's wider at the bottom. What does it say on it? Let's see. Salad dressing. Lord, it's been a long time. E.R. Duke and Company. Dirk. D-U-R-K-E-E. Dirk. E.R. Dirk and Company. And got something on the bottle. I'm going to need on some more glasses to see that, I think. Anyway, it's got a little chip out of the top, which is okay. So, this is going to be my project. Now, it's so hot outside that I've decided to go ahead and work on my little picture some. So, what I'm doing is I'm putting me out some, I've got a little white right there and a dark green. I want a little this lighter green right here that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to need some white. And, I see, what else I need? I think a little bit of darker green right here. This is kind of forest green, and here's a little bit that's a different color. All right, that's all I want. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to pull it. I'm going to come out of this RC bottle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a tad of white, and a tad of that green maybe, just a little bit. And I want to have my thing right in here, so I'm going to come up like this. And I need a little water. Let me get my water over here. Get me some more paint. And here I go. All right, I'm going to come in, and I'm going to come in the bottle right there. Like that. Then I'm going to just, it's coming over the bottle, and then I'm going to come down into the bottles, which it won't show on the rim. All right, so my little stem's going to come down like this, And you want it kind of splotchy like, because you don't want it to be able to see through the bottle, in other words. Kind of like that. That's all I'm going to do. It's just this little bit. I want it real thin. I don't want it to show up too much. It come up this way. All right, there's my stem for my Queen Anne's lace. I'm going to do another little stem right here coming up. Okay, and that's all I want it to show. Now I'm going to start with a different brush. Now I've got this brush right now, but I'm only going to use one little corner of it like this. I'm going to dip it in my white. And I am going to do some Queen Anne's lace. And you know, Queen Anne's lace is, in other words, you have these tiny little flowers that make, let me get a little more paint on the brush. There we go. That make a big head. So what I want to do is keep all that, like this is your tiny little flowers within the big head of, okay. It was so hot outside that I decided that I would just come back in a while and do this. Because I'm going to stay busy today. And you want this to be in a circle shape. In other words, all the little flowers, the little tiny buds, are supposed to be in a circle. Now I'm going to make the next one a little bit larger. There's going to be another Queen Anne's lace up here. Then I'll show y'all how to do the leaves in a minute. See, each one is a little, you don't want to just do dots anywhere. They've got to look like a little circle themselves. See how each one looks like a little circle? Oops, got too much paint on that one. Matter of fact, I got some green on it. I must have stuck it in there accidentally. There we go. All right, let's get our circle pattern. We're going to have to come over this way. Got to have a big head on it. Like that. Okay, one more. A little bit bigger right here. Maybe a little one coming out like that. All right, that looks like a fairly good size Queen Anne's lace. I'm gonna make just one real tiny one up here like it didn't open much. Like it's just a little bitty one right there and maybe right here. They hadn't opened up maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna do some leaves. And to do that, I'm gonna get this little brush right here that's kind of flat on the edge. And I'm going to dip it in my green, my dark green. Let me find it. What do I do with it? I don't even think I put it out there yet, did I? Here it is. That's what I want right here. Well, there it is. I looked in the wrong spot. There it is right there. And I'm going to dip part of my brush, half of it. Let me put you over like this. Wait a minute. Well, you got to be able to see the plant too, hadn't you? I did part this side in white and that side in a little green. Okay? All right, I'm going to come back over here to my plant where I'm going to do my little leaves down on a Queen Anne's lace. The leaves are they are ferny looking. In other words, they're kind of just like little fern things. They're not real prolific. They're just kind of like little ferns. Like that. Kind of real delicate. Queen Anne's lace is kind of like a really delicate little flower. Let's put a little stem coming down from that one, okay? Now let's get a little bit more green and a little bit more white on our brush. And we're going to make a little stem right here, coming down to try to get to that other side. And let's make some leaves going out this way. Okay? After I get this on here like this, I'm going to take this tip of this brush and just kind of sling it just a little bit to make it even look like more little ferns. Just kind of wisp it out just a tad. Let's make us a stem, right, a little leaf right there. That'll be pretty. We need one over there on that side. Whoops, I accidentally stuck it in the red. Let me wipe my brush off. We don't want any red in there. You might could have a little yellow or something like that if you wanted it. Okay, here we go. Let's do us a leaf right here. And then wisp it just a little. Like that. See how it kind of looks like a little fern? And then let's do a little bit right here on this. And I think that'll be all we need. Okay, there is our drink bottle with some Queen Anne's lace inside of it. Now on this flower right here, which is the wisteria, my leaves are dry, but I wanted to work on them just a little bit more. And so I'm going to work on these just a tad bit more right here, okay? Where do y'all want to see it? Right there, maybe? I don't know where to sit you. All right, let me get my paint back over here where I am. I'm gonna get a little of the dark green and a little white on that same brush. And I am going to start right here. And I'm just going to waver it just a little. To give a little texture in that one. You need a little, see how it just kind of brightens it up a little? Let's do this one a little bit. You don't want them perfect. You just want a little of the dark and the, see, I'm putting white on one side of my brush and green on the other side. All right, put a little texture right over in here. This will take a while to dry because it's kind of thick. That's what it is. See how that makes a little bit, had a little character to it. Isabella wants me to paint her a tropical scene, she said. Okay. I'm going to just do a little bit out like that, like it was a little leaf kind of coming out too. You don't need all your leaves exactly the same size. Okay. That looks better. Now let's put a little bit down in here and we'll be done with the wisteria. See how it gives a little texture to it because you got a lot of paint on it and it'll dry real flat. I mean, not real flat. It'll dry with some texture to it. I know it takes more paint to do it like this, but that's all right too. Okay. Now you put a little leaf right here. Just a little tiny one. Okay? All right, now that looks better. Wouldn't you say it looks a little better? All right, let's see what else we can do right here. Let me look. I'm going to put just a little bit more yellow. Yellow is a type of paint in acrylics that really doesn't show up well. You have to put more than one coat. I wanted these to be kind of square looking because that's how they really are. These are Rebecca. So I'm getting my yellow paint and just kind of going over it one more time. A little thicker so that the yellow will show up real good. And it can be real thick on there too. It'll be all right. That one shows up better. Let's go down here to this one and give a little taste of some more yellow paint to cover it up. I'm kind of swishing it just a little bit to the side. And y'all, I know that this doesn't look professional, and that's not what it's all about. What it's all about is me enjoying my little self back here in my little room, doing something fun. That's what it's about. I'm not trying to impress anybody or anything like that. I'm just trying to enjoy painting some little flowers like this. And putting a little yellow on it. I had somebody to send me a card that they did watercolors, and I like watercolors too. They're fun. But anyway, of my kitchen window. Beautiful. It turned out beautiful. It was so pretty. It was really beautiful. All right, so this one is a half flower. So what I'm going to do is I've got the taller little petals, and I'm going to come right in front of it and put smaller petals in front like this, just a few, to give a little depth right there, like that, okay? Okay, there's that, and there's our daylilies. I think I'm pretty much through. I'm gonna put some, the stuff that I'm gonna put on it is going to be like a clear shellac or something like that. Not shiny though, I don't want shiny. I want it to look kind of dull like this. So anyway, this is it. And when I get it hung up, I'll show y'all, okay? Y'all can see my ironing board back there. I've been ironing today too. You know why? Because I'm just a regular person. I don't have anybody to iron for me. Love y'all. I'll show you some more when I hang it up, which won't be long, just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, I have finished my door. It is complete. So I'm going to start at this end and go down and let you see it all, because I don't know, it may be a week before I get the thing hung up on my wall. All right, there is a vine that grows in my yard that looks just like that. Here is my rose in a little bottle. All these bottles are actually in my kitchen. Here's a ball jar with a hydrangea in it. Here is a Kool-Aid jar with Queen Anne's lace. Here's a jar that has to have a stopper. It's not a screw-on jar that I have. It's just an old jar. And I've got daylilies and Rebecca in it. Here's an RC bottle, which I've got about 3 or 4 of those. And it's got Queen Anne's lace in it. This little jar right here is kind of a purple jar that I have, and I've got roses in it. I tried to kind of show a little purple coming through. All these are clear bottles. And this is a White House vinegar bottle with wisteria growing in it. And there's my name down there in the corner. So let me get out a little bit from it so you can kind of see. All right, so I finished it. See how the ends of the door are? This was some kind of swinging door, I guess. I didn't paint the door. I just sanded it good. I don't know what I got right there. I'd have to sand that a little more. It looks like I've got something on it. Anyway, this is it. Let me get down to this end and show you how it looks from a... Oh, let's see if I can do it. All right, like that. Can you see all of it now? There you go. I think you can. You can't see that little vine over there. But anyway, this was fun. It was something to do here in my little art room that I play in. And I thought it was a good thing.